So I finally fought my way through the annoying setup to get my Amazon Prime on Roku. The most painful thing about the Amazon Prime streaming service is getting started. However, their menu is better than any of their competition. Better than Netflix, better than Hulu. I was able to find their exclusive content so quick it was stupid. But this is not a review of the Amazon Prime service. This is a review of their reboot of The Tick. Yeah, I know this came out a long while ago, but new episodes are about to hit in February. So let me start off by saying this is done extremely well. I loved everything about it except one thing. This is not The Tick. They would have done way better by letting it be its own thing. It's funny. It's well written. It's for the most part well acted. The production is great. And this could have been my new favorite show. Okay, not my absolute favorite show. My absolute favorite new show right now is Happy on the Sci-Fi or Sci-Fi Network. So this could probably have been my second favorite show. The problem is that this is just not The Tick. Peter Serafinowicz is no Patrick Warburton, and he's not even close to the greatness of Townsend Coleman from the cartoon. I'm not hating on the guy. He's been in a lot of things I loved, but he's just not The Tick. The same goes for Griffin Newman. He's just not Arthur. Now, I will say that Valerie Curry does great in the role of Dot. She could have been more nerdy and insecure, but compared to the two main stars, she knocks it out of the proverbial park. With all that said, I want to make one thing clear. This is a great show. If you forget that they're trying to do The Tick, it's very enjoyable. There is a bit of adult humor in this, so keep children out of the room, but do give this show a view. New episodes, as I said, are coming in February, so now is a perfect time to catch up. There's only like 6 episodes, so despite this not being The Tick of the comics, the cartoon, or the first live-action show, this is a great show on its own merit, so for this reason, it is my streaming pick of the week. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. We're still imprisoning the band Pill Brigade, and go to their website right here. They got a CD that's coming out. You can go to your website now and listen to some tunes, right?
Oh yeah. You can listen to
microphone.
tunes.
Just pick up a microphone if you could. That would be
Pick up the microphone.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
It's as if you were a vocalist of a band or something. You know?
Weird.
Yeah.
You know how to use a microphone?
No. This.
No, you cup it.
Yeah.
So they can go to your website that's listed on the bottom of the screen and listen to some tunes. Yeah, okay. And buy them, or do they buy merch but download the music for free?
Yeah, download the music for free. That's why it's there.
Okay.
You know, come to a show, buy some merch.
Okay. All right. So, but we're sitting here with Pill Brigade, not because they're musicians, but because they're nerds. And this is one of the biggest Star Wars fans I know. So. So that's basically why he's here, because I hate music now. So we're discussing Star Wars versus Marvel. And we kind of went into it a little bit last week, but me personally, I think that you're going to put a tapping sound all over the audio. Just hold the mic. Can you just hold the mic? No, you can't. Okay. But singer for how many years and you still don't know mic etiquette? I personally think that they've done a better job with the Marvel movies. So, and I'm not. I probably should have done more research looking up the directors of the different Marvel movies as opposed to the directors of the Star Wars movies. But I think Rian Johnson was just too green. I think he should have done a few more movies in that genre. I don't know. Ed, what do you think?
I think he did an all right job keeping up with kind of the format. I had a couple discrepancies in the movie. My big one is how they killed Admiral Akbar. Really,
Death of
really
Admiral
lame.
was just-
Why didn't they just switch his spot with Laura Dern, who nobody had any investment in? Nobody cares if she dies, but Admiral Akbar. If you're going to kill him epically.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm not just talking about Ryan Johnson. I'm talking about
yeah.
just overall the directors of and the writing of the Star Wars movies was not near as good as the writing and directing of the Marvel movies. I think that overall we've had, if you look at it, one by one, I think we've had better quality coming out of Marvel than we have Star Wars. It's been much more consistent. I don't know, Gabe, what's your thoughts?
Honestly, when it comes to the Marvel movies, I found some great direction, some very, very good direction that's come out of it. It's been a little bit different for the Star Wars movies. They had J.J. Abrams and they had a couple others, but now Rogue One was a masterpiece to me. But
It was.
Yeah, it was really, really good. But I can honestly say that, I agree with you. I think Marvel's just had a little bit better run when it comes to directors.
Okay, now we're going to save the ultimate fanboy for last here, but I got a new nickname for this guy now, and if you didn't watch last week, you're about to find out, but we call him the Whiskey Nose. This is Chris. Chris, what's your thoughts?
Well, to start with, and I know I'm in the minority here, I'm not as big of a Star Wars fan as all you guys are. I haven't followed it as closely as I probably should be.
And you're in a band with this guy?
But I do find myself consistently entertained by the Marvel movies. I think they're well written, I think they're entertaining, and I think they're fun. But it was brought up before that Disney picking them up is going to be able to pump more movie and more content into them, or more money and more content into them, and I think that this may draw me back into the universe more. So I find myself entertained by the Marvel movies more. I'm with you there, and I think the writing is better, but I'm hopeful for the Star Wars movies to draw me back into the universe.
I'm still looking for somebody to help me put together an independent standalone film for Salacious Crumb, but that's just me. Alex, what's your thoughts, Mr. Fanboy?
I think it's kind of hard to say as far as consistency goes because, how many movies do we have of Marvel versus what's come out of, Star Wars from Disney. So it's kind of like, I think they're still taking, finding their footing, I suppose. Because, Rogue One was certainly, it's like that's the high point. But it's...
they have to find that balance between writing the old stuff that they had and the new stuff, kind of.
Yeah, that's like I think they kind of need to, and I think they'll get there. But I think they're doing good things with it, and I'm certainly excited about the Marvel movies too. It's Infinity War looks like it's going to be something.
Yep. All right. Have anybody got anything else to say, or should we drink some whiskey?
Let's drink some whiskey. We have more to cover next week, and
now it's too bad that we don't have our friend from Journey Quest here because we're about to try some Irish whiskey, the Yellow Wizard himself. So, which by the way, the new Journey Quest is out. But anyways, we're going to try some whiskey. Do you want him to smell? Should we give the nose the first smell?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what we got here with this one. Now, let me take a look at that bottle real quick, too.
Now notice that he is not drinking anything. He is going strictly by his nose. Or I should probably have a microphone when I'm saying that, but...
Yeah. Now, the Irish whiskeys I always found had a little more of a bite to them than the Kentucky bourbons and stuff. The Kentucky bourbons always seemed a little bit smoother. But... yeah, now this one does not have that caramel smell to it like that last one. What was that last one? The Michters. But it's definitely got that heavy oak smell to it that you'll find in the Irish whiskeys. And it smells like it's going to bite a little bit more, but it's gonna sit in your mouth, and it's going to make your tongue excited, you know, and it's going to burn a little bit more, but it seems like this one's going to have that pleasant head buzz to it. Like it's going to, like, you know, you're drinking an Irish whiskey with this one. This seems like the epitome of an Irish whiskey. Like an Irish man's going to go, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Aye.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna take a little sip. See what we think. Very easy finish. Very sweet. What's your thoughts, Ed?
Yeah, it is, like you said, very sweet, very smooth. Not much of a bite, little bit. Perfect for a 40 proof and 80 proof. 80 proof? 40%. Yeah.
This is 80 proof.
After the last fiasco, now I'm like, wait, I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, it's smooth. And for this, I don't know what the price point was on this, but it's definitely...
It was a gift, so I'm going to look it up online and put the text at the bottom of the screen.
Well, anything $60 or under, it's worth. I think it's a good whiskey.
Gabe?
Honestly, for an Irish whiskey, I found it's extremely smooth. I agree with all of you on that. A little light on the flavor for my taste, but then again, I'm used to drinking Scotch, so the finish is actually really quite good. Very smooth. It's got a good sweet flavor for it, even it being a little bit light. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, smooth.
Yeah.
Little bite, but I mean, it goes down easy. Yeah, I get it if it wasn't too expensive. Like, yeah.
And this is my thought on it. Is, like I said, I have not looked up the price, so I'm thinking that it's probably a little bit more of an inexpensive Irish whiskey. And I think they probably up the sugar content to kind of bring up the sweetness.
I agree. It just doesn't have the soul kind of that a higher.
It doesn't taste like a good high quality whiskey, but it is sweet. But I think it's more sugary sweet as opposed to sitting in a barrel. So it's good if, like you guys are saying, it's good if it's an inexpensive whiskey. But I'd say as far as inexpensive Irish whiskeys go, I would recommend. I think like. Maybe I may not go any more than 30 myself, but 60 is on the high end.
I was being generous, but yeah. Like you said, 30, 40.
Hey,
yeah.
The distiller isn't in the room with us. We can be jerks.
That's true.
So, all right.
I got one more thing to say there.
Oh, okay.
Then I gotta say, based upon your guys' reviews of it, it's got a very deceptive smell to it, because you can smell a bite coming through, and I didn't smell the sweetness like we did off that Mixter's whiskey. That's really surprising to me, that it's got a sweet flavor to it.
Yeah, it's almost the exact opposite of that too, because it does. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and like you said, it doesn't smell like it's got a very strong flavor to it at all.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, we're saying recommend if it's on the low end price, no more than 50, no more than 60. But what is this? Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Okay. What does it say? What's the price?
$15.99.
$15.99. You know what? At $15.99,
All right.
This is a buy. This is a high recommend. Yeah. I'd say for $16, that is a beautiful whiskey. So
I'd drink this all day for that.
Yeah, that's a beautiful price. So all right, this is a high recommend from everyone for Kavanagh Irish whiskey, and that's it for this episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. See you again next week.